If you want to hear my latest update on my Pan That palette for 2020, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and oh yes, another update on this bad boy. This is my Pan That palette for 2020. It was also my Pan That palette for 2019. There's a lot of product in here. I'm working through it, and my updates are getting more and more interesting the fewer shadows there are, which is interesting to me because I thought the lack of variety would be an issue, but apparently not. I did my last update on September 11th, I think, and we are only October 2nd, and I'm here with another update, which kind of blows my mind. So let's get into this palette, shall we? And if you want to hop right to the progress pictures, I will put a timestamp right here for your convenience. Last time I said that there was a section of the palette that I wanted to focus on, and that it was basically from here out to here, and that I would kind of be ignoring these three shadows over on this end, and that was absolutely true. So I've been using this Frankenshadow as my bronzer, this mixture of wheat and desert as a setting powder for my eye primer before any kind of look. And then I have Sumatra here and Blackberry that I use as eyeshadow and in my brows. So today I have this wheat and desert as the base of my eye look. Then I used Blackberry as my outer lid, outer crease, and also lower lash line color. And I used Sumatra in my brows today. But Blackberry or Sumatra, they both, I think, look fine. And I did quite a bit of damage, I would say, on this Blackberry color. I've used it a lot more on the outer lid, outer crease, outer and lower lash line, because I want to use this one more for that purpose and leave Sumatra alone more because it is a cooler brown, and it tends to go better with more looks than Blackberry in my brows. Although, as I said, I don't mind Blackberry in my brows. I think it looks fine. I managed to use quite a bit of this wheat and desert combo. I am going to keep using it as is until there is a problem with it where I do need to repress it. And at the point where I will need to repress it, I'm probably going to either repress it just in the middle of the large pan or migrate it to a smaller pan because there's going to be a lot less product left. But I have no problem with continuing to use this color. This color that I was using as a bronzer, we are now in October. It is not as sunny. We are losing our summer colors, so to speak, and I've officially today moved from the Frankenshadow to the Butter Bronzer Light. That is a better complement for me, along with some contouring cream, because this one is just becoming too deep and too warm of a color for my face, and so I have been using it now on the upper crease as an eyeshadow, and my usage of that color will definitely go down, but I certainly am appreciative of how much progress I've managed to make on this pan. You can definitely see the bottom in a couple of spots, and here you can definitely see quite a bit of pan. I'm using these quite religiously, and I'm happy about it. So long story short is the four colors that I said I wanted to focus on, I have been, and I reach for this palette before virtually every look for eyelids and or eyebrows, and it's been really serving me well. I don't see a need to move away from these products. I think that once I have a lot of pan in Blackberry, I will just mosey on over to use this one more so in the outer crease, outer lid, and lower lash line. But right now I'm happier using these and then going to other palettes for more colorful eyeshadow and not really going to this one for colorful eyeshadow. Hopefully that makes sense. So my goal with this this palette is really to use this one up sooner than later. Once I have that one done, I'll move over to this one. And probably Sumatra and the Wheaten Desert mix are the two that are going to be finished sooner than anything else, and that's fine. And this one only in the crease, so the progress on this pan is going to go down considerably just based on my change in usage. So what am I going to predict in the next month? I'm going to say I'm probably going to have pan again in this very thin layer of Sumatra because I do go back into it for my brows. I think I may hit pan in Blackberry in the center just because I'm using this big brush from Smashbox and the brush is pretty big for the size of the pan. So I tend to go in the middle, and I have a feeling that I am going to hit pan on that shadow just from basic regular usage sooner than later. So that's what I'm going to predict. I think that for Wheat and Desert, I'm going to be halfway done in this pan as I move up. So I think half of the pan is going to be showing by the time I do another update. Just based on where I just naturally put my brush, that's what's going on. And for the rest of the palette, these three, again, they'll stay untouched. I said that before, I'm repeating myself at this point. Now for all of the progress, what is the change in weight? I went from 182.5 grams in this palette to 181.9. So I am 0.6 grams, or basically 0.6 of an eyeshadow less in this palette than I was last month. I am really happy about that. I am fully expecting in the next month to have about a half a gram again, despite the fact that I can't use the Frankenshadow for its intended purposes, because I'm actually really liking the effect of the color in the upper crease. So I think I can still get some use out of it. And I am definitely going to continue using Blackberry and Sumatra for crease and brows. Because it's kind of where I go on the daily, I don't expect to see any change in or reduction in the amount of progress, and that's really, really exciting. So that's pretty much my update. If you want to see the progress pictures, here they are, and we'll wrap it up at the end. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the update. Let me know what you think. I always love to hear from you. Are you penning a palette yourself? If so, which one is it and how is it going? I would love to hear. But with that, I will say thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.